Hello YouTube, this is BUB'S Comics. I am here with a quick 100 subscriber contest update. Just real quick, I just wanted to show off. I've got a lot of entries over the weekend, so I just wanted to go over it real quick, and also remind you that it is open to the U.S. and Canada. Because I know I have quite a few Canadian subscribers, and they've really, a lot of them have been some of my biggest supporters. So I want to make sure that they're included in this. Don't worry about the shipping. I'll take care of that. So far I have Brad Massimilian, one of the Canucks I was talking about. He's in with 6 entries. I got Funk Off in with 6 entries. Matilda Gothica in with 4 entries. Reggie Simmons IFBB Pro in with 10 entries. Adam Weatherholtz in with 6 entries. The Crimson Comic in with 7. Tat Comics in with 10. ADI Samurai in with 9. Sawyer's Comic Book Reviews in with 5. And One Legged Books in with 10. If you don't see your name on this list, it's Sunday evening. If you don't see your name on this list, then there's a chance that I can tell you right now, I don't know that you've submitted anything. In some cases, it's best if you leave a link to your video in the comments section of this video, or rather of the original contest video. So it's best if you leave a link to that. But if you don't, it's hard to catch it. I have to go through my notifications and see if I can catch it. And sometimes YouTube will hold that post in review or think it's spam and it doesn't even show. So this is the best I could do. I've also started up a list of entry videos. So if you go to my playlist section and look at the 100 subscriber rules and entries, then you'll see all the videos that I'm aware of that have entered. So you can look at the other people that have entered, and if you don't see your video there, make sure that you let me know somehow. Either post in the comments of the other video that you made an entry, and I'll go to your page and find it. Whatever you got to do, but get entered. And it ends April 1st. Other than that, all the rules are still the same. So this weekend I had a huge haul. I went back to the Facebook. If you've watched my previous video, it was a couple of videos ago. Last week, I got in contact with someone on Facebook through the Facebook Market, and I saw that some of the items that they had for sale looked just like they had come from one of the comic shops that closed. We had an LCS close first part of the summer, and it turned out that they were the owners of that LCS, actually the owner's parents, which is kind of a little bit better depending how you look at what they may value things at. So basically they were just looking to get rid of all the merchandise. They had plunked 40 grand into this comic shop, and they're just looking to liquidate and get as much money back as they can. And it's all sitting in a giant box truck outside their house. And then they had a couple other things in the building. So I went last week and looked as long as I could till the sun went down, and I got tired and I ran out. So then so I made an appointment to go back this week. Well, when I went back this week, half the stuff was gone. It looked like all the figurines and collectibles that they had were all gone. All of the big store display, I was going to pick up a couple of the big store display posters and some really cool, geeky kind of stuff. I was going to grab all that. That was all gone. So unfortunately, I didn't get my hands on everything that I wanted, but it was okay because I had already spent plenty of money with them and others. But I did get a huge haul. I got about 90 comics for $42. So it was still a good haul. I picked up almost an entire Top Cow Tomb Raider run. So I was really excited about that, and I'm going to try and find the rest of them. I may show some of those off soon. But I saw that Boom Boom Comics put up his Tomb Raider collection, which I thought was hilarious because I now have one myself. And his was pretty good, and I think I've got a pretty good collection too. I've got almost all of them. So anyway, and part of my big day out, going to that, I'll go ahead and show a little room tour. And the reason that I'm going to do that is because I ended up with a huge problem. over the last 2 weeks, I've acquired somewhere in the vicinity of 200 comics. So my collection has really grown quickly and rapidly. You can see I have this nice wall up here and several things in my collection. Well, one of the things that happened was that I had just too many comics. I know, how could you say that, right? Well, for the system I was running, long boxes and short boxes alike, I'm trying to find something that works well with it all. It's very difficult to find just that perfect match. So I ended up at Lowe's and I got this. So this is my big purchase for the weekend. Not just all the comics, but of course having the ability to store them all, which I'm sure I see lots of racks like this other people have. This was actually perfect because it has the smooth top, and each one is smooth like that, so you can slide the boxes right in and out. And I had the dimensions of the short boxes in mind, so when I looked for this, I knew that it would hold just almost exactly 3 short boxes across, plus a little bit of gap in between for some of my trades and graphic novels. Same thing down here. And I'm out of short boxes. But man, look how pretty those decorative short boxes are. I think I want to get all of them like that. So in a previous video, I mentioned that at a Comic-Con, a good tip to do is at the end of the con on Sunday, last hour, when everyone's going to pack up, go to the booths that have these type of boxes available that they're selling and offer to buy them at a discount, the ones that are already put together, because they have to undo these boxes. And you know, if you put these boxes together, you know they're not easy, especially to undo. So they have to undo these boxes and pack them up to take them out of there. So if you can jump on that, I got this one here for $10, and that's usually a $20 box. So and they'll have good selection. So you just go ahead and make that your goal, and you should be in good shape. There's my picked up that speaker this weekend too, so I could hear you all so much clearer. Anyway, so that was my big purchase. Got that at Lowe's. It was $29.99, but the renewed model that they had, I didn't like it as well, and this was the store display, so I ended up getting this store display for $10. Cleaned up pretty nice too, not a scratch on it. It was a little dusty, but I cleaned that off. So $10 for that whole big resin rack, and each of the shelves holds 150 pounds. I don't know how much these comics weigh, but I think three full short boxes probably weighs somewhere in the vicinity of, I would guess, close to 100 pounds. They're at least 75. So I think 150 pounds is plenty. One thing I was going to show, I've never shown this part, so here's a couple of extra things that I have in my comic room / workout room. I can tell you a lot more comic stuff happens than workout stuff, but oh well. This is my wife's little corner. Look at that. She's got some vintage Barbies. She's got a couple of pop figures. Here's some tags from the cons that we go to. We love this set. We found this and we just had to have it. So, and then of course, you know, where all the magic happens. And there's her little stack of books that she keeps. Looks really good. And then she has some more classic Barbies over here. So that's our little haven. Sorry about the fast spin around there. So anyway, that's what happened this weekend. I still have a huge haul to go through and show everything that I picked up from the Facebook haul, the second round of it. But I just wanted to show this off and tell you about that big rack system that I have, and just take a quick room tour before that. I worked all day to alphabetize over 200 books. It was basically a long box. So it took me all day from the moment I got up this morning, but it was fun because I got to go through all the books again and still making tabs and trying to keep them organized. But man, it's getting hard My collection popped 1,000. My personal collection popped 1,000 today, and it's a lot of comics. So may have to slow down. We'll see. But anyway, that's Bub's Comics signing off. I'm telling you, I'm going to reward myself after all my hard work by reading a comic, and I suggest you do the same. Thanks. Bye.